Almond bread is my favorite low carb alternative for people like me that love bread. And whenever I make burger like this for my kids and I'm trying to avoid the bread, I just do almond bread. It takes probably 3 minutes to make from start to finish, and you need only 4 ingredients. Let's quickly make almond bread. So I'm going to be using coconut oil. You can use coconut oil or butter or olive oil, whichever one is okay by you. So I'm going to be using about a tablespoon of oil. About a tablespoon of oil. I'm going to melt this out. So I've just melted out the oil, the coconut oil. I'm going to crack in 1 egg. Ground almond. I'll be adding 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3. This bread is really easy to make. You're going to enjoy it guilt-free. So I'm going to mix this up. So then I'm going to be adding baking powder. So I'll be adding like a 1/4 teaspoon. Nothing much, just something like this, very little, because we don't want it to taste like baking powder, so we don't want to add too much. So remember to sift this so you don't have baking powder everywhere, lumps of baking powder rather. You don't want to have lumps of baking powder. So I'm going to mix this up. After mixing, this is what the consistency is like. You just transfer into a bowl like this. I'm going to transfer this into here, and then we're going to microwave for 90 seconds. It doesn't take long. Scoop this in here. I don't usually line it. I don't need to put any oil or anything. It's not necessary, especially if you're using a ramekin dish or ceramic like this, to come off easily because there's oil in the mixture. So you can double this recipe. You can but this is just 1 serving I'm making. This is what 1 serving looks like. While that is in the microwave, I'm going to be doing another one which is 2 serving. I'm going to pop this in the microwave, and I'm going to do a 2 serving one. Crack in, oh my god, no. I'm cracking 2 eggs, 1 and 2 eggs, and then I'm going to be adding about 2 tablespoons. This is a teaspoon, but I'm just going to roughly measure. Let's say this is about 2 tablespoons, not teaspoon, tablespoon of oil. So this time around I'm using olive oil. Just as I said, you can use coconut oil. And then I'm going to whisk this. So for the 1 serving, I added 3 tablespoons of almond flour. So this one I'm going to double that, and I'm going to add 6 tablespoons of almond flour, and then about ½ a teaspoon of baking powder. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and ½ a teaspoon. Now I need to get another teaspoon because I've used it for oil. I'm trying to cut corners, but I have to. So I'm going to be adding about ½ a teaspoon of baking powder. Remember to sift so you don't have lumps, and then mix. So for this one, I'm not going to transfer it into any ramekin dish because it will be too big for my ramekin dish. So I'm going to make it in here. So you can add cottage cheese, about a tablespoon for extra protein. You can add cream cheese, a tablespoon for extra protein. You can also add flaky, the ground. It's still okay. It still come out nice. I've tried all those and it still came out superb. So I think I did a very good mixing. I'm going to scrape off the ends like this. It's going to be nice and tidy. I'm out of room. So yeah. So I'm going to pop into the microwave, then I bring the other one. So this one is ready, super hot, super hot. See how easy it is to come off. It's very hot. I'm just going to let it cool a bit. So I think it's a little bit cool, something I can handle. So I'm going to slice it open here. So you can pop this in the toaster so it can toast a little bit, or you can just put whatever filling you want and enjoy. So I'm going to check on the other one. So the second one is ready. So this one stayed for 3 minutes in the microwave because it's double the first recipe. So easy to come out, perfect. Oh my god, this is so big. This is so big, jeez. So I'm going to slice it open. It's a bit hot. Oh, so I'm going to slice it open. Can you see how beautiful this looks? Oof, it's hot. I'll let it cool a little bit before I put the filling. Just as I mentioned earlier, you can put this in the toaster and let it toast a little bit. You can put some cream cheese and enjoy it like that. You can top it with some avocado, that's still fine. You can just make it into a burger style like this and you just eat guilt-free. If you're on a keto diet, you need to save this recipe because it's a must try for that your keto diet journey. So if you're not on a keto diet, you need to slow down on the cream cheese and the cottage cheese and the cheese because they are high in fat.